What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny Gamescast for Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside Forbes 30 Under 30, a.k.a. New York Game Awards nominated, a.k.a. Poppy of all trades, Blessing Adeoye Jr.
Good day, Greg.
So what is happening with the Pizza Hut order? Because I've heard a lot of Mike John at you, but I haven't figured out what's happening.
I want to get lunch for myself because I'm on.
Don't start that.
What?
Don't start
I can't
that.
do what I do every day.
Said, "What if we get a pizza today, Mike?" And I said, "That's a great idea, Bless, because we have a big day today. We're doing a lot of shows, and I love when we get a little group lunch going on. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then it turns out you just order in a personal pizza.
Because I couldn't tell.
How's he gonna eat that? Like, how's he gonna take some of these slices from there?
Yeah, dude, how dare I order a personal pizza for myself for my own lunch? But the energy didn't seem like you really wanted to do it.
I'm in, always in.
Are you? You're in? You're fully in on this pizza.
Blessing.
If I get a full
Have you seen this,
pepperoni
Belly?
pizza, I don't know.
I have the Pokemon
pizza.
attribute called Thick Fat, Greg Miller. I don't know if you know about
Thick
that.
Fat? I don't know
Thick
about that
Fat,
one.
my cute little Meryl, a.k.a. Blue Chew Pikachu. They have thick
Blue
fat.
Chews Pikachu.
Blue Chew Pikachu.
Fair enough. Okay. Of course, that's the master of hype, Snowbike Mike.
Greg Miller, I'm happy to report that I have 8 badges in Pokemon Emerald. I've done it. I have saved the world from 3 godlike Pokemon. I have saved my father's legacy becoming a Pokemon master. And now only the Elite Four stand in my way. So I'm happy to say my journey in Pokemon has almost come to an end.
You also did a great review of Baby Steps on Kind of Funny Games Daily just before this. Congratulations on that. Thank you.
Thanks,
for doing
Greg. Thanks for putting me on that one. I had a lot of fun. This is a game that I cannot wait to play on Friday. Fun content announcement. Me, Andy, and Nick will be taking on the boys from Giant Bomb in a Baby Steps race to the top. It will be a relay race every 10 minutes. We will pass the controller to another player and let them go as far as they can. So tune into that Friday afternoon.
And here we have a live recap of what's going on here. There's Mike doing his review.
Were you the
stomping
mocap?
around.
It looked really good.
I'm telling you, Andy, my mind exploded on a recent challenge on how I could use the space and how I'd be stepping.
I mean, the whole time as I'm working on my, at my desk, all I hear from the lab is, "No, fuck you, video game." Just from the lab, just yelling to yourself. And then hearing, "Man Breaker."
That's the teaser for you, Man Breaker, the ultimate challenge.
And our final quartet member, of course, is the Hispanic heartthrob Texas Street Latino Heat, clicking heads and ripping them to shreds. The globe-trotting, headshot, and three-point shooting, rootin', tootin' nitro rifle from Twitch.tv, Andy Cortez.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Still.
Oh, happy Hispanic Heritage. How are you celebrating?
Just waking up every day.
Yeah.
Trying to be my best.
That's beautiful.
Have you made any progress in learning your grandmother's salsa? Because I would like to try that. I was catching up on Kind of Funny content. I listened to the Gamescast for the skate review.
You know,
The Juffala rice.
Yes, when are we bringing this all
salsa.
together?
You know,
Let's
if
get some
Wait,
dishes
say
going.
that again.
if you put
Juffala, did I get it wrong?
Jollof rice.
Oh, jollof.
Jollof
Sorry,
rice.
if you put my feet to the
Juffalophagus rice.
You combine buffalo with jollof, I think.
you put my feet to the fire, I will do it.
Thank you. I
We
appreciate
we
that.
will learn it. Because every time I go back home, my dad's always like, "Do you want me to teach you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let me see." And I watch, and I'm like, I just
You
kinda
forget it immediately?
Yeah.
Okay. We could have him do. What if we like zoomed him in, like you know what I mean, a video call, and he taught us all. We did a little cooking class.
We have a quick class right here.
And then he could he could also send it to us that one time I was flying back and he put some in a jar in my luggage, and we were like, "Wait, that's
Bad idea.
We should have left it in the fridge the whole night." So then we wrapped it in like ice packs and stuff.
Nice.
It was totally great.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
delicious.
And Mike can't wait for your mom's microwave quesadilla.
Dude, I'll cook that up for you. I'll tell you,
I
that
know
thing
you will.
hits the spot,
I know you
bro.
will.
And I cook it on a napkin, too. I don't even cook it on a plate.
Wow.
Now, speaking of food,
Wow.
if I get one medium pepperoni pizza for the two of us, that's going to work, right?
Well, I mean, you and I can smash a whole pizza. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we
Blessing,
can smash
just
medium,
do it.
right?
Just do
Okay,
it.
just making
do
sure.
it.
I
Knock
mean,
it
if you
out.
get a large, I'll throw a couple bucks.
Yeah,
and have a
he's in
couple
there.
slices.
I'll throw a couple bucks in the pot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, that's what I want to hear.
Andy's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
grab
yeah.
a slice. You don't think Andy's going to grab a slice?
Now, then do I get multiple?
No, you just
No,
get
don't
one
get
bar.
crazy. Let's keep it to this because this
There's
is where
no
you get.
Roger.
This is where we end up with 7 pizzas out
Yeah.
there and nothing happens.
Tomorrow's gonna be more crazy. We prepare the pizza for tomorrow. Prepare.
Well,
the
I mean,
pizza.
no, this is a pre-pep pizza.
Yeah, there's a
okay.
pizza before the pizza.
The other
This
thing
gets your mind loose Tomorrow we do a little Caesar's cheese in the crust.
Prep for pep. Oh, yeah, we
That
haven't
little
had that in a
pizza
minute.
bite that they got too
Oh
is
my
so
God.
good.
If you didn't know, everybody, this is the Kind of Funny Gamescast. Each and every weekday, we run you through the biggest topics in video games, whether they be previews, reviews, or just things we need to talk about. You can catch it all live on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, and podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, make sure you pick up a Kind of Funny membership. These pizzas don't pay for themselves, neither do these employees. So of course you can go to patreon.com/kindoffunny, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, and podcasts like Apple or Spotify. You can get the membership, toss us $10, get all of our episodes ad-free for the month. That's more than 80 episodes. Get your daily dose of me, Greg Miller, in a series we call Greg Way. That's 15 to 20 minutes of podcasting each and every day. And of course, get good karma for supporting an independent small business you love. Love us but don't have any money? No big deal. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, you can give us that free 30-day subscription that doesn't auto-renew and they don't remind you about. So if you are a UPS driver right now, when you get home tonight and you're done listening to the show, go link it up and give us the Twitch thing, even if you don't use Twitch. It makes sense. If you're watching live right now, we need you to be part of the show. YouTube Super Chat over at youtube.com/kindoffunnygames to tell us all about your reactions to the OD trailer, everything that Kojima talked about last night, which we're about to get into. Housekeeping, of course, because of tomorrow's PlayStation State of Play, our programming day starts 30 minutes earlier than usual. That means Kind of Funny Games Daily will kick off at 9:30. Then at 10:30, you'll get Gamescast. 11:30, you'll get a big Borderlands stream. Then 1:30, 1:45-ish, we'll start our pre-show stream for the PlayStation State of Play Live Reacts. We are an 11-person small business, all about live talk shows. Kind of Funny Games Daily already gave you our State of Play predictions, which led to me ordering Wolverine claws and a mask. They are out of the mask, but they are bringing the claws right now via DoorDash. So I got that going for me. That's exciting. Live updates right
They're
there.
out of the mask.
Yeah.
Like, there's just such a high demand that
Well, you know how it is.
sold out.
You know how DoorDash
A lot
is.
of people expecting Wolverine to show up tomorrow.
Oh, no, they found it.
A lot of disappointed
Oh,
people.
no, she's saying there's one complete suit and a mask package.
Oh, so you're communicating with them in real time.
Buy it.
Do whatever you gotta
XL. No, I just want the mask for the shirtless Wolverine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, you're doing a shirtless Wolverine.
I mean, I got to keep it going, right?
Wow.
Should we take a trip to Spirit Halloween? It's that time of year.
Well, I mean, that's where it's coming from.
I know, but me and Nick love going to Spirit Halloween.
I love it more than anybody. I went there in
Come with
August.
Was it open in August?
It was. Yeah.
Holy
a lot of
shit.
people were very mad when I put up that Instagram story. After this, it's going to be the games. No, it's going to be a game stream. It's going to be Water Park Simulator with Nick and Joey. If you're a Kind of Funny member, today's Greg Way is 24 minutes about the collateral damage of cancer. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Delaney the Psalm Twining. Today we're brought to you by Shady Raisin Factor, but we'll tell you about that later. For now, let's begin the show with what is and forever will be topic of the show.
Are you double fisting?
I couldn't believe it until he said both of them.
Cheers to the day, bro. It's Tuesday morning. We're getting going. Little pumpkin spice.
Cheers
Pumpkin
to the
cream
day, bro.
chai. Double fisting.
Little
Two
PSL.
large drinks. But Kevin came out and delivered both of them to Mike, and I was like, certainly one of those is for Nick.
Yeah.
Certainly you're just holding on to one
I
of
thought,
them
yeah,
for
I
a
missed
friend.
an order where,
I thought
they
so
were
as
doing
well.
I didn't think it would be both of them to the dome like this, but he's at it, man.
I'm thirsty today.
I worry about you sometimes, Mike. You know what I mean?
You know, Greg, a couple nights ago, I'll say a couple weeks ago. I'm better now. A couple nights ago, woke up, heart was pounding.
Oh, right.
I'm talking, I'm talking like, my normal resting heart rate, 115. So it's already pounding as it is. It's trying to get that blood through those
Struggling,
really,
yeah.
tight and thick arteries that I got. But I'm telling you, Greg,
It's always locked
it
in.
might have been
Yeah.
250. This thing was pumping so hard that I even had to take a beat and think to myself, are you going to die right now?
Legally,
shook
can
it
we
off.
hear this and not intervene?
I mean, what can we do?
Like, is it going to be on us?
You watched my 600-pound life. There's nothing we can do to stop him. We try. Well, just give me this. In the last 7 days, how many In-N-Out trips have we had?
Probably 4.
We got to do
Jesus
I had
Christ.
In-N-Out
we
last
can't
night,
let this
didn't like
happen.
the taste of it, threw it away.
Maybe
Took
you're
2 bites out of it. I said,
maybe
you know
you're
what?
turning the corner on it.
You know what it is?
What?
Your
If
body's
you get it
fighting
too
back?
hot, if it comes out too hot, the taste profile is off, and so it's not as good.
So it didn't
You
taste
gotta let-
rancid. It just didn't taste good.
No, it just didn't taste good. So
Okay.
you gotta let that double. So here's what you do: when you pull up and you get the package from them, right? You start with the fries. Get a couple of fries, maybe let the windows down for a second. Let that cheese solidify.
Right.
Let that burger cool just a little bit, okay?
Coagulate,
Because if you
yeah.
buy it, if you
Coagulate,
bite
yeah.
into it too fast, not good. So I got to let that thing cool. And I made the mistake. I bit right into it. I was like, too hot, not the flavor
Did
profile.
you eat all of it?
No. I made about 3 slices. But then what did I order for dinner after that? I proceeded to get a 6-pack of sushi. Ready for this? Ordered a 6-pack of sushi and then Outback Steakhouse where I ordered steak and mashed potatoes.
Hey, Mike.
This clip's gonna get circulated when it goes down. Just to get
Yeah, when it all goes down.
this clip's gonna get circulated.
When it all goes
Now,
down.
you picked up the In-N-Out. The other two you DoorDashed?
Yeah, well, I did the In-N-Out at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then when I got home, I streamed. It must have been like 8 o'clock. That's when I DoorDashed it because I was like, the In-N-Out didn't hit the spot, so I still need food. And I was like, let's start with a 6-pack of sushi. And then I was watching, I was like, sushi, that's not going to be enough. Let's get a steak.
That's a good appetizer.
Crack open the DoorDash app and let me know the total of both those orders. I want to know how much went down.
42 and 37.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's a good deal
That's
nowadays.
a good deal. That's a good deal. And I don't have
know what's
DoorDash.
a
Can't be.
great deal?
Don't.
Oh, you
Comparatively,
without door pass.
Going to the grocery
You
store.
don't have Door Pass, Dash Pass?
No, I don't got Dash Pass.
Why the fuck?
why
you
don't you have
ordered
Dash
DoorDash
Pass?
more? You
I don't
ordered
wanna give
DoorDash
them more
multiple
money.
times a day.
Thank you.
Is that why the pizza Hut costs so much?
It's a, I'm like, it's a
all
ripoff.
right. Exactly.
Unless they want to sponsor us in the future.
Yeah, call me up. Call me
Yeah.
up. I'm already giving Netflix $24.99. You know.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Why?
Food
Yeah.
you're ordering every night.
Netflix doesn't deserve the Dash Pass, is what he's saying.
$24.99? Like a month?
Yeah, Netflix is fucking
Very
insanely
expensive for
Netflix is
4K.
very expensive.
That's
Yeah.
why I
Oh, yeah.
barely ever subscribe
Oh, yeah,
to
it's
it.
way up.
I gotta
there,
cancel mine because
Sakamoto days,
Topic
once
of the
that's over.
show, everybody.
Deep
We
on
will
that.
deal with Mike's incident when it happens. For now, we will talk about topic of the show. If you didn't know, there's a whole bunch of Hideo Kojima news out there. And you might be saying, why? What the hell is going on? Well, of course, TGS is kicking off right now. But more importantly, we go to Adam Bankhurst over at IGN, who started his article like this. Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions have celebrated the studio's 10th anniversary with a big Beyond the Strand live stream. And it featured everything from the first trailer for OD to a poster and casting details for Physint to a new animation project called Death Stranding Mosquito to themed credit cards and sake and so much more. There was a lot discussed and revealed in the 2.5-hour stream, and IGN was there to gather it all up. We're going to pull from a million different places and talk about it and react to it live, but I think that's the biggest thing to start with, is that there's a new teaser trailer for OD, Kojima's Xbox exclusive game.
Yeah.
I figure we watch that, and then you have an article pulled from VGC that I'll read from.
Yeah, for the record, all the articles I have are from VGC. This is going to be a very
Awesome.
VGC helped episode because they were also there pulling together things, and they did a great job compiling all the news.
I was such a good employee last night, knowing that like we're gonna react to this tomorrow. I'm not gonna watch it, but I did have to scrub through to get a screen grab for the thumbnail.
okay.
Oh, really? I stayed up late watching this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some really interesting stuff going on last night. They ended very odd.
Were you up with indigestion from the burger, the
Yeah.
3 burger slices, which I'm still not confused.
Well, I was finishing my steak meal, and
Yeah.
I thought, I'll watch some of this.
Am I
one.
scared from this trailer, or is it just my heart struggling right now?
I did think to myself, should I be watching this trailer before bed? Let's watch it.
Okay.
All right, everybody,
haven't
let's
seen this.
I have not watched the OD trailer as well, so let's dive on in, start there, and then we'll read from Andy Robinson over at VGC. Peggy 17.
It's a good bouquet.
I thought it was going to be like they were picking the lock with it. 10 years since the blank, horror blank, comma blank, the cursed blank have once again blank into the forbidden.
A lot of curse words they're using there. A lot of slurs.
Light the fires to celebrate their blank. The building was blank from a 3D scan of a blank found in a blank.
In and blank. So
I said and.
So and
And then blank were blank in a sinister ritual. I bet kissed. Kissed in a sinister ritual. A sinister, sexy ritual.
this looks too real. I don't like it.
It looks awesome. Are we finally getting the PT spiritual successor?
Oh yeah.
5 candles.
With that eye on the window.
God damn. God damn. Those hands look crazy.
Just want everyone to know no one strikes a match like that.
Come on.
You don't grab for the bottom.
What's her name? The actress that's in this that we know.
The
already?
redhead.
She was
From
in
It?
Euphoria.
Yeah. Euphoria. Oh, Hunter?
Yeah,
She's thinking
Hunter
Hunter
Schafer.
Schafer.
Hunter
Oh,
Schafer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be the redhead from It.
You don't like matches like that?
Down at the bottom, you don't got enough. You gotta have the torque on it.
Yeah,
you
it'll
gotta choke up
snap.
on that thing.
Oh, look at the worms on the bottom left.
Oh,
Oh,
you melted the baby's head. It's a candle, but it's a
Oh.
baby's head.
what's happening? Fuck this. Fuck all of this.
It is her.
Oh.
Sophia Lillis.
Dude, that's crazy.
This is
how this looks.
insane. Like,
And I assume
Whispering. Somebody's whispering.
I assume this isn't Decima Engine.
You don't think so?
No, because that's a PlayStation thing.
Oh, that was good. That's good. Spooky. OD.
Chat saying Unreal Engine
Knock.
5.
Hideo Kojima
Damn.
game. Sophia Lillis. Uduk here. Hunter Schafer.
Oh,
Oh no. Unreal
Oh,
Engine.
MetaHuman. Okay.
For all players and screamers. Xbox Game Studios.
So is it called OD Knock?
Apparently? But let's read from Andy Robinson's article, okay? Kojima Productions has premiered a new look at its Xbox-published horror game OD. Speaking during a live stream held in Tokyo, Japan, Hideo Kojima claimed that OD, which now has the subtitle Knock, is a completely new gaming experience running in Unreal Engine 5. Quote, "This is a special system," Kojima said. "Even the infrastructure is totally new. Nobody has ever done this before. So I am repeating tests and experiments and can't speak anymore. There are lots of hints in the video," end quote. Microsoft's head of gaming, Phil Spencer, also appeared on stage and claimed OD was, quote, "bold, unique, and unmistakably from this studio," end quote. He said, quote, We're deeply supporting the production. It's our technical work with Unreal that we're doing with the team, both with the flashy stuff you see on the screen, but also a lot of stuff behind the scenes. We have one goal in mind, which is to bring Kojima-san's vision to life for all players, everywhere, and we can't wait for players to experience it when it's ready," end quote.
I got so many questions. One, Moonsider in chat says, "Is it open door?" Which has me curious as far as like how the knock thing comes into play.
Yeah.
But then also like I remember a while ago there was a Kojima interview where he was talking about wanting to make smaller scale projects that were more episodic. Could Knock be just an iteration of OD? Could we be looking at multiple different versions of what this thing is?
Is it one of those things where maybe Jordan Peele's working on the other one or something, you know, like, or involved with not Knock, but whatever.
OD
OD's
open.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
OD close.
This is
Answer.
crazy looking.
OD answer.
OD.
I mean, somebody knocks the door, you answer the
Yeah.
door.
Well, I like that. I like that.
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah, this looks incredible. Obviously, we're big Kojima fans here. Greg Miller's a huge Kojima fan. I love horror games too, and I mean, we're not getting much, but the idea here, of lighting these candles to ward off the spirit, you assume, spirits that are coming to get you, seems pretty dope, and how it's looking is great. Mike, what's it doing for you?
I'm just happy that it's real, Greg, right? I think
Right.
me and Bless talked about it on the Kind of Funny Games Daily with Xbox having a lot of mass cancellations on certain games. There was the question of, like, could this be on that list later down the road? And I mean, I think the name Kojima and his team over at Kojima Productions plus Xbox was a little bit too high on the list to even think about canceling. But this is one of those of like, hey, if you're a gamer and you're a Kojima fan, this is exciting to see that it's real. It looks really, really cool, and can't wait to see more.
Yeah, what are we expecting as far as scale? Because I think one of my things when we were having the conversation of, all right, Xbox is canceling a lot of third-party projects that they're publishing. What does that do for Kojima's thing? I was always of the mind of, there's no way they're canceling Kojima's product. And I think part of that thinking is, well, when you're Kojima Productions and you're coming off of Death Stranding 2, you've already started work on OD, and then also you have Physint that we're going to talk about later. I don't expect OD to be something that is a full-fledged 30-hour like big AAA experience. I expect something that's more contained.
I think T Sasquatch nails what I'm thinking. I expect another PT. I think, let's even use Death Stranding as an example, right? Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2 are very large games, right? Big world, lots to go do. However, when you actually look at them, and I'm not, video games existing are a miracle. I'm not trying to talk shit about a Kojima game, or period. They're such small experiences, right? Where, especially Death Stranding 1. Who's talking to you? Holograms. We don't have to animate them. They just, you know what I mean? We don't have to animate them in a space, in a cutscene or whatever. They just pop up and they talk straight to you. Then you as Sam run around, eventually finding these places, and a lot of those places are repeated the same way as a structure, right? So it is like,
It's not massive open towns.
it's not a million different NPCs and a million different people in cutscenes and yada, yada, yada. It's like very much like this is something a small team, which Kojima Productions, especially for their first game on their own, could do, could turn, and could go with, right? And you saw that step up, I think, in Death Stranding 2. Here, especially for us never getting PT, the reaction to PT, to step in and do a horror game like this, I'm expecting it to be a very much like we are in first person, theoretically, and we see our people in cutscenes, and we're probably running around a house, a hallway, a contained environment, running from whatever this creature is, other spirits like that. Maybe, again, it's all connected and it is similar to Peacemaker, all these different doors that you're going into to find other people who are being chased by things or something to that effect. But that's my idea. I expect this to be a quote-unquote small horror game.
Yeah.
Not 30-minute horror game, I'm expecting.
4 to 8 hour experience. Is what I would say.
See, I'm gonna say, because how long are we calling PT? A couple hours? Even if that, I guess, depends on if you know what you're doing or if you don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna stick to the episodic theory. I think we get multiple PTs.
like that.
I think you get 2 or 3 different PTs.
Well, that comes back into what he had talked about, right, when he introduced Jordan Peele at the Game Awards, and somebody at this desk called it, nailed it, no big deal.
What did you know?
But right, that he was, teaming up with several legendary horror creators, and so that would be a very interesting take, I think, of like, we're introducing this OD brand, OD : knock, OD : answer, whatever you're gonna do, but we're doing these things where you're getting episodic experiences that are an hour, 2 hours, whatever, but it's like, this is the one I worked with Jordan Peele on, and this is the one I worked with George Miller on, and this is the one John Carpenter down that line.
I also think there's something to be said about what this project is as far as it being an Xbox Game Studio thing, but then also what he has here toward the end where you see the screen that has Unreal Engine, 3 lateral, metahuman, and I'm not sure what that last logo is there. It looks like 3 S's.
Those cool S's you draw.
Schwinn bicycles.
Schwinn bicycles. Yeah, nice.
If you know, you know.
I do know.
Oh.
Yeah.
But like those are all like metahuman 3 lateral, I believe, exists in conjunction with Unreal Engine, right? Like these are tools for creating characters. I know metahuman is used to make like realistic like animated faces, and like when we see the close up of that playable character, you see how realistic that looks. Like this feels like it's also kind of meant to be a tech demo in some sort.
Sure, for sure.
I feel for like what they're doing with these tools, which is cool.
I'm very interested to see where we're going to go with this one. I'm trying to find out if anybody has breakdowns beyond what we got or just theories like we all have. When do you think you play this, Andy?
Oh gosh. I mean, well, what we're going to be talking about later on in this episode will be Physint.
Oh, yeah.
And so you got to assume it's before that because Physint showed off an image and this is full video. I'm going to assume we're playing this, I'm going to say in the fall of next year.
Oh, wow. I love that. I would love
I think so.
that. Yeah?
I think if it's, especially if we keep on talking about these being smaller experiences, and if this is not going to be a 40-hour RPG epic, I think this being a smaller thing, I think it would probably be, if especially if Bless is talking episodic type stuff, then maybe by the end of next year.
Okay. I would love that.
2026, fall 2026, in time for Halloween.
Mike, do you agree?
I was thinking 2027.
Yeah.
Xbox has got a pretty stacked 2026 from what we believe. So I don't know if jamming that in there helps them or hurts them, but like it only helps, right? You bolster that. It's Kojima. But I'm going to go with 2027.
Bless?
I also think 2026. And also, part of me even wonders, is it going to be a shadow drop situation the same way PT was? Like we get to an Xbox developer direct where we get to the Xbox showcase and they are like, oh, by the way, out right now you can play OD. If it's episodic, you can play OD episode 1 knock or whatever, right? I could see it being like a hey, and it's out now.
Yeah, I always lean on too much time, so I was thinking 2027, but I would love it to be next year. See what's up their sleeve. Of course, Kojima in the article we read from Andy Robinson said, of course, there are lots of hints in the video. Samson L. super chats to be part of this show, just like you can with your prediction for release dates or what you thought of the trailer, and says, quote unquote, screamers. What if you have to use your microphone? What if you actually have to knock IRL to open doors? When you also have to resist screaming? You reading into that, Andy? You thinking there's something going on with screamers beyond just I'm being cute, I'm Kojima?
I mean, Kojima mentioning there's always clues in these trailers.
Yeah.
I could see something weird like that happening. Especially when leading up to OD, there were a lot of things of him talking like, I want to, OD is not really a video game. It's he kept on kind of saying it wasn't a video game, and that led me to believe, all right, is it just like an interactive movie? Like when we saw those first images of Hunter Schafer screaming and Sophia Lillis screaming.
Yeah.
That one, Jordan Peele sort of reveal E3 or Summer Game Fest. I thought, oh, maybe they're just going to do FMV. Maybe this is going to be just kind of character actors on their face, cameras. We're not actually going to render them in 3D. I think it's going to be extra weird with how the game, interacts with you. Yeah.
I hope so, yeah. Of course, chat calling out there, or Barrett calling out there is no walkie-talkie feature, Mike, that you love so much from the DualSense in your Xbox.
We've seen some cool ones over on Steam playing with microphones and putting out sounds when you scream. The bad guy comes after you in certain horror games that have come out over on Steam, which have been a ton of fun to play, playing off that user-generated sound.
Bust out the Kinect.
We know a lot of people, don't have their microphones plugged in, but would be a great one, especially with the DualSense. I'm sure this is going to come to PlayStation, as we've seen Xbox's strategy. Kojima already knows the PlayStation controller peripherals very well. It would be fun to build in something like that. Is it a main thing? I don't know, but if they do that, I think that only elevates, makes it more fun.
I got a really interesting excerpt here from Tom Phillips' article at IGN talking about it, where he says, on stage, Kojima explained that the game was subtitled as OD Knock, and indeed, a creepy knocking sound can be heard throughout the trailer. The subtitle appears to differentiate Kojima's video game from the OD project being worked on by filmmaker Jordan Peele. Quote, there is a different kind of fear Jordan Peele will do. Mine is the knock, is the fear, Kojima said today. I really am afraid of big knock sounds.
Huh. Kyle in the super chat says, episodic is confirmed, knock is Kojima, Peele's isn't known yet. Which would be awesome.
Yeah.
I love the idea of let's have a brand or whatever for the Kojima Productions horror games, and these are what they'll be. And then if they're coming quickly, I'm down with them being shorter. Even shorter than we were imagining.
If you put out, I'm sticking with, I guess, this kind of confirms it, right? I guess, 2026 feels more realistic than.
For a smaller, shorter game.
If you're talking about, let's say this is 2 to 3 hours, it is a PT type of game. And if you wanted to follow that up the year after with Jordan Peele's version.
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
You get 2026 and 2027. Maybe if you have 3, you have.
I wonder if I mean, like, we're jumping to a lot of conclusions, but that's what the show's all about. I wonder too if it's then like, is this going to be like their American Horror Story, like an anthology thing where it's these 3 actors, they're using it in different, they brought them all together, shot with them for a month or whatever it is, and then they're busting out multiple games that are really short to like, all right, here's what we're doing, here's this, and John Carpenter.
Get that sneeze out, big dog.
I'm not going to let it out.
Yeah, you're struggling.
Don't you fucking tell me I'm struggling. I crushed it. I killed it. I made my point. Destroyed it over here.
You're parrying that sneeze the whole time.
Fighting for my life against it. This is an interesting one that I don't agree with. Carnal Williams super chats and says, I think this is a multiplayer horror game. You can see a view from the monster and the girl. I don't think so.
I hope not.
You guys.
I don't think so.
You guys would be pissed.
4v1 multiplayer horror game.
God,
Here it comes.
Asymmetrical.
Buses and Bridges says, controllers for Xbox don't, but phones do. Xbox Game Pass streaming only game? No way. They want that everywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gotta be
they-
Didn't they talk about the power of the cloud being used for this game?
Probably.
It was a while ago,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, just using it, right? I think he's just been leveraging the different technologies that Xbox and Microsoft have.
Yeah.
We're
We'll
uploading
see how
files.
that- yeah.
I downloaded a couple MP4s from there, so yeah, we use the cloud on this.
Killian C says Kojima finally getting to do horror is something he's wanted even before PT. The fact that this trailer's scare is a heavy knocking on the door, 10 out of 10. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. I like that trailer a lot.
Looks good.
Of course, we are big Kojima fans here, Kind of Funny, and there's more Kojima news to get to. But before then, we'll remind you that this is the Kind of Funny Gamescast, and we couldn't exist without your support on patreon.com/kindoffunny, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, Apple and Spotify, where you can pick up the Kind of Funny membership, get all of our episodes ad-free, get your daily dose of me, and get good karma for supporting a small business. Right now, however, you're not using your benefits, so here's a word from our sponsors. This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays. You know that moment, the one when you realize you left your favorite sunglasses at the beach or on the roof of your car or in that gas station miles away. We've all been there. Nick Scarpino once left a pair of sunglasses in Vegas, and I've never heard the end of it. It wasn't my fault, but now there's Shady Rays. They've changed the game. These sunglasses are made for real life, seriously good looking, polarized, durable, and not stupidly expensive. And here's the wild part. If you lose or break them, even on day one, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, no replacements. So now Nick can wear his sunglasses without fear on urban hikes, at comedy shows, at the old folks' home, wherever. Shady Rays is eyewear that has your back. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com and use the code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. That's shadyrays.com, code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. This episode is brought to you by Factor. Fall always feels like a reset. Between back to school, busier routines, and shorter days, finding time to cook can be tough. That's why I love Factor. Their chef prep, dietitian approved meals make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious no matter how hectic the season gets. Factor removes the work and gives me a delicious, healthy meal in mere minutes. You can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, and for the first time ever, try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. Eat smart at factormeals.com/kindafunny50 off and use the code kindafunny50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That again is code kindafunny50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with the code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Let's move from the world of Xbox to PlayStation.
Wow. That was good.
That was really good. We're trying out here. Good job, Barrett. Kojima reveals visual for PlayStation stealth game Physint. Announces 3 cast members. This again is Andy Robinson at VGC. Hideo Kojima has revealed the first look at art for his next PlayStation stealth action game Physint and announced the first cast members. Speaking on stage at a 10th anniversary event in Tokyo, Japan, Kojima emphasized that development was still early on the project and claimed that he was still casting its actors. The visual art shared on stage shows the main character for the game, Kojima confirmed, though their face isn't shown. The poster features the tagline, quote, "Here comes the feeling."
Let's go. Let's go.
yeah!
That's all I needed to hear.
However, the Death Stranding director was able to reveal that actors Charlie Frazier, Don Lee, and Minami Hamambe. I get that one? Hamambe?
Minami Hamabe?
Okay. Will star in Physint. Quote, "For me, working with people I like helps me live longer because I can go to work and say, quote, I want to meet them," Kojima said. "We need to experiment with technology and there's so much more to do. But before that, I need to make OD," end quote. PlayStation studio boss Herman Hulst appeared in a brief video message in which he reiterated his excitement for Physint. Quote, "We're not going to be sharing too many details today, but I can confirm that this game is fueled by the same creative energy, the same ambition that has always made the PlayStation and Kojima partnership so powerful over the past 30 years. Andy, here comes the feeling.
Here comes the fucking
Let's
feeling.
fucking go, guys.
And I know that there's a reason why the fucking letters are really just off-centered in this graphic with the. There's got to be a reason for it,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm also glad to see that I wasn't alone in thinking Eddie Redmayne, because everybody's saying, Robert Pattinson, and all this stuff. And the first thing I saw was Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm glad that that other people are saying that, because I thought I was gonna walk out on the ledge there. Nobody's gonna follow me.
I would have said who, and then you would have said Fantastic Beast guy.
Yeah.
I know that man. Yeah, he looks a lot like him for sure.
I mean, cool ass suit. Got that little, what is that, Mike? Like an MP5, MP7 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a little cool. So got a silencer on it. It's just exciting. I mean, what a cool tagline. Here comes a feeling. Like, here comes that feeling that you've been missing for so long. A Kojima stealth action. We're talking, psyops. This goes all the way to the top. We don't know how deep this goes. Man, I'm just so pumped up for playing this in 4 years.
Mike, this do it for you?
Yeah, this shit looks lit. I mean, I can't wait, Greg. I mean, I'm excited to see the feeling, the ideas, the vision, right, coming off of Metal Gear Solid 5 and what that was, and the vision of that kind of having this giant open world and a larger scale than what we saw with 1 through 4. I'm excited to see what he really thinks. What's the next move here in 2024 and beyond, right? Man, getting some James Bond vibes, getting some Tom Cruise Mission Impossible vibes.
Oh, man.
I'm just ready for the vibes. He knows the feeling, and I got the feeling. I got the feeling again now.
Bless.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this, right? I think Andy nailed it as far as here comes the feeling, right? Like, I read that as we're restoring the feeling, like the feeling's coming back, which I absolutely love. I think the casting is interesting. I'm not super familiar with the works of Minami Hamabe and Charlie Fraser. Don Lee, I was like, I know that
Don Lee,
name.
yeah.
And then looking into it, I'm like, oh yeah, you were in Eternals. He was also in Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
Made
Train to Busan, though. Come on.
Train to Busan, yeah.
Charlie
as well.
Fraser, he got all pumped up from watching Furiosa, I believe.
Yeah.
She's
in there.
Yeah,
Charlie Fraser was
She
in
was one of
Furiosa.
the actresses that had an awesome role, and I remember him calling her and the other co-star out in those scenes that they were in, and being like, man, I love this. And, of course, he just makes a call, and that's it. You're in the game.
As soon as we correct on all accounts there, with the Eddie Redmayne thing of seeing the image and doing the thing, my first thing was Googling to see if they've had a photo together on Instagram. They have not, that I've been able to come up with or whatever. But, Kojima very bad usually about having people do this. Timothy Chalamet, when's he popping up in something? You know what I mean? When's gotta be a part? When's Blessing going to be in something? Roger, Leanne's.
I hope. I hope. Minami Hamabe in Godzilla -1, a movie that I always wanted to watch.
Oh, you should watch
You
it.
haven't watched it?
I never got
really?
around to it. That was like, it was on the list, and I just never got around to it. It was also in Shin Kamen Rider.
That was my first 40X movie.
Oh, wow.
Dude.
Yeah.
How'd that go for you?
I mean, just the energy drink flying all over the place. It was amazing.
I can't do them, man. We did Superman. That was the only one I've done with Tim. It's like, man, my legs have to be pressed into the stirrups the entire time. I'm going to get thrown out of this goddamn. Bless, we're excited. We love Kojima. We love stealth action from Kojima. When do you think we're actually playing this?
I don't think we're playing this until PlayStation 6.
Go.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
I can see being in the first couple of years of PlayStation 6,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, Andy said,
Imagine if it was a launch game.
I mean, that'd be so sick, right?
Yeah.
Andy said 4 years, and that sounds about right to me. I also think it's, Kojima and Kojima Productions, even though I think we might associate Kojima with taking forever on things, because I think back to Metal Gear Solid 5 and it felt like the wait for that was forever.
Yeah.
They seem actually fairly efficient. Like when they first announced Death Stranding, that was end of 2015, where Kojima shook hands with Andrew House and was like, we're working on a PlayStation game. And then 6 months later, I think is when we got the trailer for Death Stranding. And that was 2016, 2019, we got that game.
Yeah.
We're talking about having Death Stranding 2 now in 2025, right? And then they're also making OD and all this stuff. They have so many projects going, and I can't imagine that they would allow any of those projects to balloon to where it's like, all right, this is going to take a fucking decade for us to put out. So I could see the 4 years. I could see 4 or 5.
I think this goes back to Greg mentioning how kind of, again, it sounds like we're talking
them.
shit, but Death Stranding was like content light in terms of there aren't a lot of NPCs to talk to. There are, what you're getting is the most you could get in those sequences, right? But you are talking to a hologram sequence with, obviously a lot of that takes a lot of artistry and still a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, it is smaller in scale, and just because the
Think
cuts-
Metal Gear Solid VR missions, right?
Yeah,
It's like that
yeah.
scale with
Yeah.
cutscenes.
and
sticking
just
together.
because the cutscenes and the visuals and those sort of high production moments are the most stunning, amazing things you've ever seen, that's, this isn't this gigantic open world with a lot of open world hubs and a lot of
yeah.
NPC missions and random, like it's the
think-
game. The game is a very efficient product, and I wouldn't see that being the
do it
same
there.
thing for whatever this game is going to be. Whatever this next thing is going to be doesn't seem like it. At least I wouldn't want it to be that sort of insular of a product. I want it to be this, more larger than life project that maybe takes 5+ years or something.
One of the things that Tim mentioned on the Metal Gear Solid Delta review is he called out how small of a game Metal Gear Solid 3 is, and it didn't feel that small back in the day, but like you play it now and it's like, oh, there's not as much gameplay here as I remember.
Sure.
And it makes me think about this and think about what does a return to form for Kojima look like? Does it look like Metal Gear Solid 5, or does it look like one of the first 4 Metal Gear Solid games? Because that might make it so that the scope isn't as big. Because even playing Metal Gear Solid 4 with Barrett back in the day, right on stream, those games aren't that long.
Yeah, you make a great point.
That would be awesome.
It's just that Metal Gear. I think honestly, I would hope a combination of both, where we get that gameplay of Metal Gear Solid 5, and so, what we saw in so many ways, the evolution that was Delta into the smaller environments. So it is even more life realistic. I'm infiltrating whatever I'm doing, and I can go prone, climb through this, do that. Get into these little vents, get into these things, in the way that Metal Gear Solid 5 felt so good to run, dodge, roll, slide into something and be like in cover.
Yeah. It's going to be like 10 hours of gameplay, 10 hours of cutscenes.
go really all in on the Kojima
Yeah.
shit again. Yeah. I'd love that. I missed that. And I'm excited. This is an interesting one for me. Delta was so cool to play this year and go back and be like, God, I know that I love Metal Gear. I've known how much I love Metal Gear, but I didn't realize how much I missed Metal Gear. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that he's found success with Death Stranding, and I like playing the Death Stranding games. Those are such very specific experiences, but I miss Metal Gear so much, a Kojima Metal Gear. So the idea of getting something that's a spiritual successor, and even whether it be OD or Physint, seeing him do something else, I'm very excited for. I'm glad I'm not right into waiting 5 years for a Death Stranding 3. I'd rather go see something else.
You wave the magical gaming wand from the magical gaming wizard. What do you want this Physint product to be, Mike?
I want ground zeros with that kind of open scale mission, but it's not super massive. And I want 8 to 12 of those. I want cool cutscenes beforehand, credits rolling. I just dropped you into this playground. Figure it out. Okay, great. We extract you out of there. You did that. Let's go do something similar size and scope. That's
A million ways to
ways to
cut
do
a
it.
cat? What is it?
Might be a building.
Kitty cat.
Might be a giant skyscraper Tom Cruise is climbing up the side of. It might be like an oil rig out there. I want that, though. I want a playground, a sandbox that is quite large but not super open world. And I want you to drop me in there and say, play in this for 30 minutes to an hour, whatever it takes you. Get out and then go do it again.
I want the feeling back of in the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo, shooting the bottles and going like, whoa.
Popping the watermelons.
Like these are so details are so unnecessary, but it's awesome. I could see a return to shit like that, where yes, we are getting old school Metal Gear Solid style gameplay in terms of scale, but if the level of like footprints being left on certain surfaces, the amount of interactivity all over the place, like I see them going real deep into that shit. Bless, what you waved the magical gaming wand.
I mean, Mike kind of nailed it. And it's funny because I think as Mike talks about it, I think really what you're asking for is a modern, full-fledged AAA console Peace Walker. Like, which I know is music to Greg's ears. But like, yeah, that would be a fucking sick game. What about you?
I want him in the Duffy of making an espionage story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love Peace Walker, obviously, blah, blah. But, like, Metal Gear Solid, just straight up Metal Gear Solid, I'd love to see a modern version of that. A smaller story where infiltrating Shadow Moses, and I'm not saying remake it, but I'm just saying beat.
Yeah.
I want you infiltrating something, but there's all this crazy shit going on, and there's this interesting band of bosses I need to go figure out and fight and overcome and procure on site all my weapons and stuff. And I think, again, setting it in one spot, one facility, one island gives him the way of like, all right, cool, like, I don't have to open world this like Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't have to make it nuts. You talk about Metal Gear Solid 2 and the detail. That comes from being in the section you're talking about on the tanker, right? You're on the tanker. That's what you're doing, let alone then just big shell the next time around. Like, let's get in there and tell a story with some really great mechanics. Again, what we saw in Metal Gear Solid 5 we loved so much, but do it here.
Yeah. I to jump off of that, right?
Please.
I think this kind of goes hand in hand with the bring us to one location, let us like have a focused story. I also, and this is a big ask for Kojima, like let's not get as weird with where we went with Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that shit for Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2. You know, we're talking to Die Hard Man and we're hanging out with Mama and we're, you know, delivering packages for Fragile and we're doing all, you know, the rain is making me age and do all this stuff. We got the BTs and the BBs and all this stuff. I love that shit so much for Death Stranding. I feel like reeling in for Kojima and like, yeah, going back to, hey, let's make something that is action, espionage, a cool as shit story. I'm down for. And obviously I'm not saying don't do any weird shit, because any Kojima thing is going to have weird shit and I want the unique villains and all that stuff, but I want it to be a bit more reeled in.
Give me 15% supernatural.
Yes.
Give me, you know, how much your mind was fucked the first time you encounter Psycho Mantis and you thought you were experiencing something, and then it sort of just turns on its head. You're like, what a game am I playing right now? Or thinking back to even more recently with the Phantom Pain trailer and seeing what's his face, the fire dude, you know, in those early trailers, you're like, whoa, this is some weird shit happening right now.
Yeah.
I still want it to be as grounded as Kojima can make it.
Yes.
With still keeping some weird shit.
Agreed. And I think what's cool is to, you know, zoom in even on the image we have with the, you know, here comes the feeling or whatever, and look in the back of the cityscape, right? That looks Art Deco. It looks like fucking Batman the Animated Series, right? It's giving me more of a city vibe than it is, okay, cool, I'm off in the jungles, I'm off in some giant desert, right? It doesn't seem also like it's the dilapidated, destroyed, far-flung future of Death Stranding, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I would love, again, to be I am a stealth espionage agent working for a government thing, doing missions in modern, futuristic, whatever.
I need no less than 40 mentions of Russia. Like, I want Russia in there. I want fucking worldwide disputes being mentioned.
Oh yeah, I want government infighting and like I want to learn about a war that I don't know about. Like, man, when I was a kid and I played Metal Gear Solid 3, that's how I learned about the Cold War. Like, I want that feeling again of like, wow, this is real. This is crazy.
Killian C says, I wonder if Physint will be the culmination of Kojima's life work. Callbacks mixed with new and ideas he never got to realize from the past. Exciting.
I think it'll be a little send off.
You think this is the last game?
Yeah.
They talked a lot about kind of getting older.
Yeah,
his final panel was
his little
him.
journal.
He had Guillermo del Toro on there. He also had George Romero on there, and they were all talking. Then who's the other guy?
George Romero's dead.
No, who's the other man?
Yeah, George Miller.
Thank you. Close. Got close. They were all talking about how they were getting older, and this is kind of the end here. What did they leave behind?
Yeah.
What can they do? How they use technology was pretty
That's crazy.
special one there.
Can you imagine no more? I mean, it'll happen. Knock on wood, we all make it. But like, no Kojima games anymore.
I'm surprised we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Like I'm appreciating any game he puts out. You know?
100%. Good call. We have some other super chats here. Petroit says, Magic Wand. Physint is Metal Gear Solid 1 level story / simple setting, parentheses, and Metal Gear Solid 1/2 length, not too much rope to get ultra weird. Metal Gear Solid 5 gameplay mechanics, OD graphics. That'd be pretty dope.
I like that.
And then Garrett says, I want Bond / Bourne meets Metal Gear from Physint.
Yeah.
Another one, yeah. That's exactly
with
what
all
I'm
that.
asking for, too, yeah.
You know,
not too
just
weird, but weird.
The Splash Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Let's move on to information about Death Stranding. Again, we read from Andy Robinson at VGC. New looks revealed for Death Stranding animated and live-action movies. Oh, we have another
Yeah, this is a live
react.
reaction
I
situation.
fucked it up. I didn't realize. Okay, everybody, let's watch this. And then
Death
we'll do
Stranding Mosquito.
What a name. Mr. Mosquito.
If we get taken live off the air, just a heads up.
Should we worry about it or okay?
I have no idea.
Well, no, I mean...
I mean, is this like a Netflix production? Like, do we know who's
I
doing
mean,
this?
that's the problem. I don't know who's producing this. I don't know who owns this. So it's kind of up to the YouTube gods at this point.
Is it worth rolling the dice for or no?
I'm looking up Death Stranding mosquito reaction.
Because I don't feel like getting the thing where we get a copyright strike and everything's fucked up for 3 days.
Maybe you just, go pause 20 seconds in, skip ahead 20 seconds in.
How long is the trailer?
It's like 2 minutes.
We could watch it.
You should get some stills.
You could sync it. You could sync it up. We watch it. You at home sync it up when we talk about it.
We watch it here.
Yeah.
I like.
Can we do that, Barry? Can we just watch it?
Sure.
Thank you. And then play it and have Greg narrate it. Exactly. Which is what we did before. If you haven't seen it, just you can start yours right now. Pause our episode. Go do that. There you go. Like we used to do. You remember live reactions used to be like this?
I don't think it worked here then.
Well, I don't even know if honestly, I'm not even sure if they were for kind of funny, but I mean, they were like second screen experiences of like, all right, we're watching the countdown says 3, 2, it's starting right now.
Oh,
So people sunk their thing up different time. Sterling Matthew Oliver
audio
says,
as
can
well.
we get a link? Yeah, you can get a link. Oh yeah, the audio would still ping us, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, we could fucking risk it. I don't know. Do you see reactions or no reactions?
I mean, I'm not seeing it, but also I don't know how many people are out here just doing Death Stranding.
It's the problem too is like again, remember the reaction issue we have at Kind of Funny is that they don't care when you upload the reaction. It's doing a reaction live. Where they think you're ripping a movie or whatever.
I was gonna say
That's
because
what
IGN
fucked us.
has reloaded, but also IGN usually has permission.
They're the ones who hosted it
Yeah.
last night.
Here, I'll read about it while that happens, okay? Barrett, figure out. If we can't make it easy, don't worry about it. We could just do stills. Kojima Productions has provided updates on its Death Stranding movie and animation projects. Firstly, the Japanese studio revealed the first look at Death Stranding Mosquito, which is the previously announced animation project from Aaron Guzikowski. Who has served as a writer on both Raised by Wolves and Dennis Villeneuve's Prisoners. I know that's a
Denis Villeneuve?
Oh, Denis Villeneuve.
I knew that's a name I'm supposed to know from something. Prisoners. What's Prisoners?
Oh, man.
Show? Movie?
No,
Movie.
it's fucking Wolverine, and it's fucking...
Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. It's a fucked up movie.
Oh.
But Denis Villeneuve also did Dune,
I was gonna say,
and he did Arrival.
Okay.
Blade Runner.
Sicario.
Sicario.
God, I love Sicario. What if we have a Sicario watch along? All of us just watch Sicario together. I love that movie.
Mosquito will be directed by Hiroshi Miyamoto and animated by ABC Animation Studio. Kojima Productions confirmed at its anniversary event on Tuesday. Early footage shown of Mosquito teased an original character in the world of Death Stranding. At the same event in Tokyo, Japan, Kojima Productions invited the director Michael Sarnowski, A Quiet Place Day One, on stage to discuss his live-action movie, which is being produced at A24. According to Sarnowski, the Death Stranding movie will tell an original story featuring new characters and locations. There better be a fucking Norman Reedus cameo. He better deliver a package and move on. Anyway, sorry. Quote, with this project, we really want to capture the soul of the game, the themes of the game, but tell a story that you haven't seen in that world and explore characters that you haven't seen before and find all of that scope and all those incredible real locations, but also those nuanced characters and do justice to this on a micro and macro scale. Hideo Kojima commented, quote, the game takes about 70 to 80 hours, and we don't want to slim that down to a 2-hour movie. So using that world for a thoroughly different story is essential and important. I wanted someone who could write and direct. I won't get involved too much, because if I do, I'm going to start saying a lot of things. I'll be a producer, and I can trust Michael fully, end quote. That's a cool statement.
Yeah.
I like Kojima being like, listen, it's a big world. Go make your own thing. I like that a lot.
Guys, this anime might be legit.
Yo,
This is the Death Stranding
This
one?
anime might be
he's got
legit.
a BT dog in this.
I want to see it.
I like that the Death Stranding world is, for any creator going in saying, I want to make my own thing in this world, it really is, you can do whatever you want. Like, because anything can exist in this world, as we've seen before.
Yeah.
Even when we see Death Stranding 2 trailers coming out, after experiencing all the weirdness of Death Stranding 1, suddenly Death Stranding 2 is like, there's a talking doll. There's this weird test dummy, car crash test dummy that talk like anything can happen in this world because none of it like is grounded at all. So when you see creators going, yeah, this is gonna be original characters and original, it's like you could fucking have fun, go make whatever the hell you want because anything can exist here, as we've seen with a lot of what the game has done.
Do we want to descend it?
I mean, I do, but I worry about fucking shit up. You know what I mean? Because it really fucks shit up when we get the strike. I don't want the strike.
I'll just say, if you're at home, watch this Mosquito trailer. It looks cool.
It's produced and animated by ABC Animation Studio. That seems like a real thing.
That seems like a real thing.
seems
I
like
mean,
something-
any
I
animation
think-
studio would be a real thing.
What if you just scrub through? I just want to like see images
Like
big.
stills.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
Like
seeing
and not scrub, let the video show, just like click on a part in the future and then we're like, oh
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
look
yeah,
at that
yeah.
image.
As a BT dog.
Yeah, it's a BT dog.
I got a BT dog. Oh, you got the hand eyes.
Oh.
And then like it's like a fight scene. Two dudes are fighting,
Okay.
but it's like an anime fight.
Is it Norman Reedus?
Cool. No, just some guys.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, the other guy isn't Norman Reedus?
No.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Are you I thought that was Norman Reedus.
Say it one more time.
Norman Reedus. He has the ponytail.
Oh, this guy?
No, the other dude. It looked like he had his hair
Hold on,
back.
go back to the other guy.
Yeah, that's Norman Reedus. Is that not?
Is that Norman Reedus? I don't think that
I don't
is.
think
Say Norman
Norman
Reedus more.
No,
Norman Reedus, no.
I mean his face doesn't look like Norman Reedus.
I mean, why do with a ponytail? I don't know. Like it just kind of looks like it.
Ponytails are sick.
I mean, I watched this without sound, so maybe once he talks, he's like, "Hey,
I
I'm
mean,
Norman
early
Reedus."
footage shown of Mosquito teased an original character in the world of Death Stranding. I don't think it's Norman Reedus, guys.
But the guy in the guy of the main trailer is the black dude with the hair to the back.
Yeah.
Like so that's an original character.
They would have said it Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus would have got a name drop. Your next
I think
piece of
it's Norman
Kojima news. Kojima Productions and Niantic Spatial are working on an AR project. This is Chris Scullion of VGC. There's another trailer here. Hideo Kojima has announced that Kojima Productions and Niantic Spatial are working on a new augmented reality project. The game was revealed at the end of the Beyond the Strand presentation celebrating Kojima Productions' 10th anniversary and was introduced with a live-action teaser trailer showing a man wandering around various locations and interacting with the environment. While the project doesn't appear to have a confirmed title yet, the teaser trailer uses the tagline, quote, "Move beyond the screen," to emphasize that this is a game played outdoors and in real life. The game will use Niantic Spatial's AI software, which scans real-world objects and makes them interactive, and appears to show that the player can interact with either their phone or augmented reality glasses. Quote, "We are always creating games on the screen, even smartphones or whatever, and we want to liberate that. So your normal, real life, what if there was an art and entertainment in your everyday life?" Kojima explained via an interpreter. Quote, "I thought that was brilliant, and I was always thinking about that. So looking at Niantic's technology, I thought this was possible, so we kind of teamed up here. I can't really speak about details yet, but if you're climbing a mountain, there's still entertainment there."
Just so you know.
yeah, it's the mountain.
To give a wild example, it's like the real Death Stranding in the real world, where you can connect with people or connect with the actual environment there in your city. Previously, it was like virtual reality, but this time I'm thinking about connecting with the real environment. Niantic Spatial CEO John Hankey added, quote, "At Niantic Spatial, we're building a living model of the world that people and machines can talk to, creating a new canvas for real-world storytelling interaction. We are delighted to be working with Kojima Productions to explore what our combined creativity and innovation can accomplish for new and existing fans," end quote.
That man's about to kill him. That man's about to kill him.
Future starts
So
today.
is it the glasses?
It's the phones and glasses.
It's like
they said.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
But like glasses don't do shit with Pokemon Go, right?
Do they not?
Not
That
yet, I
seems
don't
like a missed opportunity, right?
I mean, I just think the tech wasn't there. at
Yeah,
the
we're not.
time.
Eventually, they will.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tim just got level 80 or whatever, you know.
Tim's not out there with his X reels, like
No.
Pokemon
Well, that's
going it up.
different. Yeah, I'm sure there's morons out there with this X-ray.
Have you guys seen the meme from Dexter? Not the cartoon, the serial killer show that me and Roger really like.
Dee.
There's a that was really good. There's a dude on there named Dokes, and the whole in season 1, he is like on to Dexter. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, you know, it's like I know this guy. I know there's something weird about this guy. I know there's something up with this guy because Dexter's a serial killer or whatever. And there's
Is he
been
the surprise motherfucker?
he's the surprise
yeah.
motherfucker guy.
Oh man, that guy's been in every meme possible.
Yes.
I feel like every reaction tweet is him.
And the meme is that like he's on to you. Like
Yeah.
he knows you're doing
He's
something.
looking
I
at
just
you,
can't
yeah.
prove it. And
Oh.
I feel like Niantic, I'm their dokes. Where I'm like, I know they're fucking evil. I just can't prove it. Because I'm like, why are you we're building a living model of the world. Is that not some villain shit?
Well, they got to get off. They've already gotten the streets and the neighborhoods and the cities. Now they got to get off trail.
The mountain-
gotta
Now they need to
you
get
know,
the mountains.
The whole fucking in between,
all-
so they can map it.
It's
you know?
too much power. You know what I mean? And I don't think they've done anything evil yet. But I know that
I mean, November 23rd, 2024, USA Today. It's not just a game. Your Pokemon Go player data is training AI map models. Like,
Yeah.
I remember
And
they got
that's
in trouble for
suspicious.
this.
Yeah. Well, that in and of itself is not great.
we're out there doing their work. We're
Yeah.
photographing the entire world for them
Yeah.
so they can fucking recreate it in their own image.
But we can catch Porygons.
And that is fun.
right? You know
That
what I
is
mean? Halucha in Mexico. Your last quick hit, Kojima Productions is partnering with a sake brand. This is a tweet from Kojima Pro. Kojima Productions' 10th anniversary event, Beyond the Strand, breaking news. A collaboration product with the Japanese sake brand Zaku has been announced.
Oh, look who decided to show up to work.
wow.
Pokemon Go, and here he is. He's got
Take my data, baby.
Are you will you, when Pokemon Go comes to AR glasses, will you put on AR glasses?
Yes. X-Real, baby.
Fucking
Are you going to play this?
Oh, shit, the pizza's here.
What up? Oh, 5-0. Hopefully they didn't come through on the microphone.
Dude, DoorDash adding pins is the stupidest shit.
Yes.
The amount of time
Yeah.
it's an option to pop up where they won't give you your food until you say your pin.
Yeah, you
and the
gotta
first
say
time
that.
it ever happened,
It's like a random 4
I turned it off and it turned itself back on. So
So Cool
the
Greg
dude
already
showed
had
up-
the food, so just like shut
the
the
dude
door.
who showed up and he's like, "What's the pin?" I'm like, "I don't know." And I looked at the app. We were literally 5 minutes of me and him on the curb. He's like, "All right, just take it." I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck's going on out here."
It's kind of like a real life version of a
Password.
text, like, you know, we're gonna send you the confirmation or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I really want the sake.
I also want the sake.
Okay.
You said sake?
But I don't think I nailed it that hard. But you know,
Yeah, it was pretty hard.
It was
Was it
really
pretty
hard.
hard?
Yeah, it was real hard.
sake.
Sake, yeah. That's
Sake.
what it's called. Yeah.
Sake.
I'm all about this.
I love sake.
Kojima Productions. What's up with them? You know, like they're just doing everything out here.
Yeah.
Why
But I mean,
not?
look at kind of funny.
Yeah.
We got water bottles. You know what I
Yeah, but
mean?
like they do it on such a high level.
Well, yeah,
Like,
they got a bigger audience.
we're not working with Niantic. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
out here like
I mean,
on the highest level doing things.
Hideo Kojima. I mean, like, it just to remember. I mean, again, we haven't talked about this because we're talking about all the different things, but like, this is their 10th anniversary event. So 11 years ago, Hideo was just fucking locked in Konami. You know what I mean? He couldn't do this. We all knew he was a auteur, a big old fucking weirdo we love, but he couldn't get out there and be super fucking weird. And now he can. He can go out and do whatever he wants. And I think, again, like,
Kind of messed up. He didn't ask you to intro his video.
you know, Jeff,
Yeah.
Jeff's always there doing
He didn't ask you to narrate for it.
Exactly.
I missed that they also announced a Kojima credit card.
I'm in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For what does it do?
This is from Eddie at GameSpot. As part of the Beyond the Strand brand event this week, Kojima is partnering with Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group to launch a new Kojima credit card. In the second half of 2026, MUFG will offer a credit card that will give users points based on spending that they can use to exchange for merchandise and other goods for Kojima-related items.
That would be good for you, Mike. You got to get that.
I don't know. You're the credit card master. Yeah, would this work for me?
I think.
I buy his sake. I buy his games. Is that enough points? I'm not a points guy.
you could get a.
What do you mean you're not a
don't
points
seem like
guy?
a
I have
points
one
guy.
credit card. I don't really worry about anything else after that.
Okay.
You got about multiple?
Damn. Yeah. If you're not a points guy, this won't benefit
Yeah, I'm not a
you.
points guy.
We can make you a points
Yeah, why don't
guy.
you become a points guy?
That's where the Golden Triangle started.
I don't know. You don't use points on a credit card?
No,
What do you do?
Mike,
I'm not spending that much.
What do you mean you're not spending that
That's
much?
bullshit.
$90 of food last night.
Don't worry about that.
You bought 2 large coffees at the same time for one show.
You can use those points to help pay off the credit
You
card.
guys don't get.
You
it.
can just turn them. Wow, that's a good deal.
No,
Holy
you
shit.
guys don't get it.
I'm sure Starbucks has some kind of membership.
I'm on the website. It's in yen, so I wasn't sure. This sake is only $30.
Oh.
Order some goddamn sake.
Go to
Yeah.
that. Go to that.
Can they send it to
Nice.
America?
Yeah, do they make that?
You should get the Kojima credit card
Yeah.
to buy the
with
sake.
that. Then start the reward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Points,
damn. All
get the
right, all
points.
right.
It's one of the things where like
Mike-
it's ever a better time than now, you know.
Mike,
There's
think
never
about
been a better
what if you could get free money
By spending more money.
by spending money, but you're not spending more. You're spending the money
The
that
amount you're
spending.
already doing.
The amount
yeah.
you're already spending.
I'll think about it.
Because I've been able to pay for multiple flights
Yeah.
off of doing nothing.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
See, I have a lot going on in my life.
Yeah.
And I can't think about this kind of stuff.
And
You don't
guys
have to
gotta-
think. You
I'm
just do it
moving
once.
a mile a minute, and I notice a lot of people around me real slow.
Lot of
I
hassle.
can't
You
think
spend
about
You
it-
just get the card
Okay.
and you
Do
can even
that.
turn it to Amazon points, and then it's just you go to Amazon, you check out, and it's like, do you want to pay with the points? Pay with the
But
points.
I don't buy
sometimes he
things
arrives
off
at the
Amazon.
airport and decides not to go. So like, what happens to the points?
I did do that a couple
Think
of
about
times.
that.
But you don't
Yeah.
think about it. You don't think about
They
it.
would be
go.
wasted just like if he, spent money on that flight and wasted that money instead.
I'm just
so.
trying to play Magic.
It's
you
so
know what I
it's,
mean?
it's
Like,
You
very,
could buy more
I'm
magic
trying to
stuff with the
slow
points.
my life down and play
The
Magic.
There's a lot of
signature
movement.
edition, the signature version is more expensive. That's $150.
for the sake.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna buy the cheap stuff.
No.
Is it going to deliver?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the difference in the bottle and the cover? See, we want the box. We want a nice box.
All right, so they both have a nice box. So like
Okay.
that's the box of the cheap one.
Yeah, I like
that. Looks
that.
good. And Barrett, I can throw it to you on this thing. Hold on, do this, and then I go there, and I hit an assets. Bam. So this is the cheap one I've sent Barrett, and then when you scroll down, you'll see the bigger one. So the box is
It
nice.
looks the same.
No, because this has got like the painted art of it or whatever on the signature edition. See, that's different, and I'm sure it's more quality. I'm assuming. I don't know the difference, but you
You
know what
never
I mean.
skip on the sake.
does look real nice.
But this is the kind of one where if like, I put a couple bottles of sake on there, and like Nick's not going to notice on the credit card. But I want $150 bottle of sake. Let him know.
good
Can we send it to America? We got some things to jump through here. We got some hoops. I don't know if Bevmo's going to have this for me. All right. Still looking for that Sapporo Ghost of Yote sleeve too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to
Where do
be
we find
across
that?
the street, but they don't have it. Apparently.
Yeah.
Yet. I think they got to sell through the stuff they have. So we should just buy more Sapporo beer.
we just buy everything out that they have.
Yeah.
You want me to
Yeah,
speak to him?
Yeah.
I'll tell him to order something.
No, well,
special for you.
it's tell them that the website says that they have it.
okay.
Sapporo. Well, now you got
Maybe
my
they
head
have it
there.
in
What
the
am I,
back.
how do I
I'm
pronounce
tight
it?
with the
Sapporo
guy
is how I
across the
believe
Show
you
them a
say.
picture and be
Sapporo.
like, do you have this in the back? It's
I
for
can get
Ghost
that
of
easy.
Yote.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says Ghost of Yote in the box. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, I'll go talk to him.
But I've been in there that first day when it said on the website they had
Yeah.
it, and I wasn't gonna bust.
I
it.
mean, yeah, that's always the thing.
Can we
Like,
get it
when I
for the
worked at
review?
Best Buy, the amount of times people were like, "It says you have it here." I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't, what do you want me to
it's
fucking
not.
do about it?
You know,
Yeah, show them a picture and be like, when's the review? We can say that.
Thursday.
Right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Tell them we need it by Thursday.
I'm friends with the guy. I'll talk to him.
This is hold on. Oh no, can't deliver outside of Japan. It looks like
Oh.
Dang.
somebody's got to go to Japan. For
Somebody
down.
call up Jeff Keighley right now. He's over there. Tell him to bring it back. Stuff a suitcase.
I mean, we're all looking at Greg
Yeah,
here.
Greg's messaging him. He's over there.
Hey Jeff, it's Greg.
Also sneak in
Greg.
a question
No.
about how he felt about the Flash.
No,
or
that's only Instagram DMs.
Oh, okay.
We're
keep it exclusive.
live on the kind of funny.
I'm looking forward to this Death Stranding
Gamescast
movie.
Period.
The real one or the animated one?
Well, but I'm looking for
Now
the
we got
animated
two,
one,
yeah.
but the real one, because
Some
now
of
that he's
the-
mentioned that it's not going to be
some
just based off of the
the
game, it's going to be an original story. in
Kojima
that world. I want to see what that looks
Saki.
like. A24 as well.
Thank you.
I think there's some really cool stuff that you can do with that.
Which one's better, Elden Ring or Death Stranding, the movie?
All right,
Which one comes out?
we're texting Jeff
Yeah,
Keighley.
that's-
The text is, "Hey Jeff, it's Greg Miller." I put a period there. We're live on the Kind of Funny Gamescast. Can you please bring us some of the Kojima sake? Thank you. We miss you. We'll reimburse you.
That's a great call.
I don't want him to think it's a gift.
Yeah.
Mike would love to share beers with you.
We're not going to go that far. We're not going to
Yeah.
push him away.
Bruce
hang
is on
out.
the beach.
Let's
All right,
hang
it's
out,
sent.
Jeff.
It's sent. We'll see what we get out of that. For now, though, that's the end. Congratulations on 10 years, Kojima Productions.
Congratulations.
You know what I mean? Again, like, thank God he got out and can be weird and can have a cool office that I've never been to, but you've been to.
I've been
and,
to twice.
And then you can have all.
I mean, 4 times. I count every day of the week. I was there.
And have all these cool people come and yeah, whatever. I'm stoked about all these games in the future, and it's cool. I do not like thinking about it ending. I do not like thinking about Physint being his possible last game. Not a fan of that.
Yeah, but that's like another decade.
I know, but I still don't like that we're that close that we're having this conversation.
Fair.
Well, thank you for having a conversation with us, everyone. Remember, this is the Kind of Funny Gamescast. Each and every weekday, we run you through the biggest topics in video games, whether they be previews, reviews, live reactions to tomorrow's state of play, and a review tomorrow, because there's that much going on tomorrow. But yeah, we love you. We appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. If you like us, pick up a Kind of Funny membership, patreon.com/kindoffunny, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames, Apple, Spotify, You're the best among us. Thank you for your support. If you have no bucks tossed away, no big deal. Like, subscribe, share, and stick around. Of course, if you're live right now, Nick and Joey are about to play what?
They're playing water park sim. They're going to open up their own water parks.
That's just what you want Nick in charge of. Of course, you can catch all of our stuff on demand. But for now, until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.